And then we have the, caring about the project.
Yeah, caring about the project.
And that's...
Well, that's kind of like, I think you should talk about that one, like, because caring about the project, and like, if you care about the project, you're going to do it, but if you don't care about the project, then maybe you don't want to do it. And like the thing that like, what was that thing that like Stefan, your old drum teacher, used to say to you? Which
one about the... he said a lot of things to me.
Oh, it was like something to the effect of like, don't, you know, if it doesn't feel like you're having fun, or like if you're not inspired to do it, then like maybe it's not worth doing.
Yeah, it was when the projects, when they become work and not like paid work, like just work, and it becomes awkward and you don't want to do it.
Yeah, just like a chore.
You can tell when a musician is losing heart in a project. It really comes through.
Yeah, it comes through in the performance big time. You can tell when a drummer isn't into the music and they're just like half-assing it, or the bass player, he's not worrying about playing in time, or like, not thinking about getting better. They're just kind of like, this is...
When the bass player is playing at a Legion and he stops and he's doing the wheel or the two finger, and he stops to check his phone.
Yeah,
and he's like, you're like, okay, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And when he starts texting the drummer, and then the drummer starts texting back, and the lead guy is just out front, just like having the greatest time. We're like, what are you gonna do at the end of this thing? I'll grab a beer or something. What are you doing at the end of this thing? So you can tell.
Yeah, if you're a bass player and you're just playing an E string, then don't let go of
Don't let go of the other hand.
Look at your phone.
I mean, it's funny when it happens.
It's kind of funny when you're on the drummer and you just got a text from like the bass player and you check it, but...
what are you doing right now? Well, what are you doing right now?
You free? Yeah, I got a minute. What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to play this word in Scrabble really quick. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
At the Legion, we got into that. Because we were playing the consistent rock patterns, I got it to the point where I could do the rock pattern and drink a beer. And I didn't know if it was theatrical or just me being an ass. So,
half the time, I swear, I didn't even notice.
So, I mean, we'll say it was theatrical then. It was part of the performance.
Entirely intentional. Part of the performance.
But in the caring about that, something I'd say right away is when you're dealing with an art, and this is going to be the hardest thing, and you're going to turn it off as soon as you hear me say this. Right now, when you're caring about the project, take the concept of money and the concept of the project and put them away from each other. Because if you're playing and you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to get paid soon, it's not going to work. Or if you're trying to, like for a long time at the end, the way out was just trying to hurry out the song and get the album and get it out to get money, to get some kind of, and we had crappy jobs, it was the winter, things weren't working, the new job was the ass, and the kids got the flu, and it was all falling in. And then once I came back and I was just approaching this completely, not as a hobby either, like that was back in the other section of caring, or this, yeah.
It's like what we wanted to do, but, our priorities were shifting because we didn't have to worry about, we have to pay our rent with the music from this album or anything. Not like that ever happened. I mean, I think we broke even barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a grind. It's a lot of work. Like the people that are doing really well on music, like good on them. Like seriously, guys, like if you're out there and you're working hard at it and you're almost there.
Yeah.
Kudos, like congratulations, you're doing the work, and that's the most important thing. And it obviously you care because you're taking the time to actually do it. And speaking of which, if you took the time to get this far in the video, then please hit the subscribe button.
It'll be below. Wait.
It's down there somewhere. Anyways. Perspective. Yeah, it's all mirrored, non-mirrored.
Yeah.
Anyways,
subscribe!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, then we put a funny ad in there.
Where's that cat picture?
Yeah. It's just Paul holding his phone up to the webcam.
I got time. Cody's not mixing my JPEGs, so I'm not emailing him to him no more.
Yeah,
here's all those JPEGs. Where's that song? We'll see you.